trigger point, was something that helped her to come out of her depression. She saw the way her children are suffering, and she just decided to say, okay, I need to think in the best interest of my children. So whatever your turning point might be, just think about this particular platform today. Pick that which you think will be of help and support to you. And if you need any, if you have any question, type it on the platform. We will try and answer the question for you. And if you have, I suppose the post Auntie Yemi was referring to was a young lad who, after, a silent period of bullying and nobody around him understanding, what was going on for him, he ended up committing suicide. I think when I ran into that post on Facebook, it was just, I think the day after or so, Auntie Yemi and myself, concluded on the date, and I was like, this just tells the reason why, we have to keep having these conversations that are unsaid. There are a lot of things that are unsaid in our families. There's a lot of things that are unsaid in the community. And, sometimes when you see somebody committing suicide the next day, you wonder, oh, did it come out of the blue? No, it didn't come out of the blue. There were early signs, there were symptoms, there were things, we often don't notice or acknowledge that leads on to, a person taking his or her own life. And I suppose I just had to refresh us, from last month's, topic on young people, bringing us onto, today's segment dealing with adults. We talk about young people, yes, we talked about young people. However, mental health has no age limit. It has no boundaries. It doesn't mean because we're older than a 16-year-old, we have better skills in minding our mental health. No, mental health has no age boundaries. There are people that are as, old as
and because this topic is a really, really interesting topic. It's a much needed discussion because these are issues that will come up from time to time. Auntie Yemi, it's a master's in social work. Thank you. I suppose, look, life happens. A lot of the time we suffer emotional and psychological abuse and we don't know it. We don't realize it, because of what's happening in our lives, in our family lives, in our relationship, in our day-to-day life, in bringing up our children. First of all, I want to say, we from the African community, or we that had come into Ireland, and some of us came at a very young age, some of us came at an older age, we started to live life, we started to have kids. Some of us, they discharged us from the hospital, no mother, no father, and the culture where we come from, as we grew up, we saw that childbirth is a really, really big, significant event. When your auntie or your mom comes home, there are people in the house. There are people that stays with your mom for a very long time. They cook, they eat. It's a big festive thing. Your mom does not have to lift a finger. By the time she gets up, there's somebody there to back her, maybe your grandmother or your great-grand auntie. Fast forward, bring that back to Ireland. You're discharged from the hospital, you go into an apartment on your own, no family, no friends. It could be traumatic. And I just want to use this opportunity to say well done to all the parents on this platform. Well done to everybody that has brought up children on their own. It's not easy. It's not easy, but kudos to you all. Again, there could be family history, and I know Esther touched a bit about that, so I wouldn't go into it. How are we self-aware about ourselves? There's family history. Some of us are in denial. Some of us say, God forbid, is not my portion. We all believe in God. We all trust God. We all have faith in God. But once you know that you have family history of mental health illness, your power is to face it, is to be aware of it and to address it. That there is strength in that. There is power in that. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's not your fault, but just be thankful that we're in an environment where there is help everywhere, okay? So I suppose my session here is to talk about possible solutions, and then I will move to the support available in Ireland. So possible solutions, because I'm conscious that there are people in Nigeria on the platform as well. So possible solution, one, I would say value yourself. Value yourself. Remember our saying, our mothers used to say, monkey not fine, but in mama like him. Value yourself. No matter what where your circumstances are, no matter your situation, value yourself. Look after yourself. If going to McDonald's or going somewhere to eat a foriro is what you want at that time, do it. Okay, value yourself. Take care of your body. Take care of your body. Take care of what goes inside your body. Take care of what you eat. I can sit here and tell you, we all try, but it's very important that you do that. Surrender yourself with good people. There is no point surrendering yourself with very negative people. People that when you're happy, when you're trying to share your happiness, they shut you down. Because some people project their feeling onto you. Some people feel so bad about themselves. So when they are talking to you, what they are doing is they project that sadness, that feeling that they have onto you and make it feel like you are the problem, okay? So in order not to be in that toxic situation where you're constantly thinking, oh, what did they say? Or surrender yourself with good people that will tell you the truth, good people that will be gentle with the truth with you, good people that will be honest with you without hurting you, okay? Learn how to deal with stress. Oh my God, stress in our lives is every day, even if it's to go to work, come back. A lot of things can cause us stress. It might be your child is ill in hospital. It might be you have a child that is just not, to you, not listening to what you're saying, or, being involved in antisocial behavior and all of that. As a parent, that will worry you. As a mother, as a father, if that doesn't worry you, then there's something wrong with you, okay? But learn how to deal with it. How do you deal with it? Do you have somebody to talk to? Do you go do you go for walks? Do you go to the gym? How do you just learn? Look for how to manage your stress. Exercise, very, very important. We're not saying go to the gym and stay in the treadmill for 20 hours. It could be simple walk in the park. It could be simple music. We love music. We're brought up with music. Ayefele, whatever, Burna Boy, whatever you call it. It could be you wanting to dance in your sitting room for 5 minutes of the day. Get help. Get help. That's most important. Like Esther said, when you feel like you feel low, when you feel all those things that she said, that's the time for you to get help. Getting help is not a weakness at all. It's strength. The fact that you're realizing that there's something wrong with me here. I don't know. This is not me. And all of a sudden, this is, that is strength. And then I will quickly move to the support available in Ireland. So there are a number of helplines in Ireland. These helplines are confidential. They are non-judgmental services, okay? Most helplines can provide you with, listening ears, give you information and advice, provide emotional support, or point you to the right direction of other services. But the most important thing is, just to clarify, if you ever feel unwell, or you feel like you're not yourself, or you feel like you're in a crisis point where you start to have thoughts of harming others, thoughts of harming yourself, thoughts that you usually not have, please, 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 I beg you, phone your GP, phone your doctor, or go to accident and emergency department, or ring 999. There are always people that are non-judgmental that would ask you a couple of questions, and then give you the help that you need. We have a group called the Samaritans. I'll put all the details on the chat and their numbers. We have another group called Aware in Ireland. We have Pieta House. We have Turn to Me. We have another organization called Grow. We have another one called Bodywise. We have the Irish Advocacy Network. We have the Irish Association of Counseling and Psychotherapy. And also, I think we have the Black African Counseling Psychotherapy Group as well. We have another organization called Shine. We have Childline. I would encourage our parents to introduce Childline to your children. As parents, we are the first to know when something is wrong, even though sometimes we're in denial. Even though sometimes I say, God forbid, it's not my child, but we know something in here is telling us. The best way to do that is slip the number of Childline in your child's room, or WhatsApp them. Teenagers these days, you could be in the same house. They are upstairs, you're downstairs. They are WhatsApping you. You are WhatsApping them. Hey, what can I say? That's technology. If it works, it works.